I'm using a Ziploc bag so that I can like wash it and reuse it later.